Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is May 6, 2022, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, you cannot just not see the news today. The Dow Jones tumbling more than 1,000 points in intraday trading. One of the biggest losses we've had since the beginning of the pandemic. Now, looking at the major economic events of the day at 2:30 South African time out of the United States, we have non-farm payroll, which may add some life to the markets today. Now, looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the major pairs retreat back to their lows, making the dollar stronger. And looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ both tumble as mentioned. And looking at commodities, gold tapers off while oil rallies to 109. In terms of the stocks, they all got hit on their lows, especially Amazon. I'm going to take a look at that. And lastly, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin takes a dive as well. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're going to first take a look at a daily chart of the Eur Usd. You can see it's back on its 104-ish level. That's a deep level to be in. Now remember, this is a pump and dump situation. It looks like as if, the markets are being manipulated just by virtue of the fact that everything that just led us to this week was just a pump and dump. Basically, we had the Fed chairman coming out with Powell saying that he's going to increase interest rate, but just a little percentage. The markets rallied as hopes were there, and then they teetered out, okay? And they completely sold off, and that's exactly what's happening. So the majors are on their lows. This is really a very important aspect of where we are right now. So if it does break this 104.90-ish level, we could see it further down. Looking at the GBP USD, look at that tumble. Oh my gosh, 122. Now to give us real weight in this is really breaking down from 125 down to 122. That's over a 350 pip trade. And we're getting back to our lows from the pandemic era. Now looking at the Australian dollar also, although it's a little bit stronger, it did take a break as well. Now looking at the USD Rand, did also get hit a little bit back to the 16-ish level as well. So we're seeing everything across the board just trading really in tandem. Now jumping into commodities, gold retreated down to 1873. Nothing really big to really write about it. $27 on the downside. Crude oil at 108 right now this morning. Was trading as high as 110 yesterday. Okay, so that is something to consider. The volatility is out of control. Now looking at the Dow Jones, look at where we're at right now. We're trading at 32,850-ish level right now. And it looks, if we're going to break this area and we're going to break further down here, we could see it back down into the 31,000-ish area, which would be just a tremendous retracement for the Dow Jones and a tremendous beat up for it as well. So looking at the NASDAQ, also trading on its lows here at 12,815, tumbling. Now this is also an important place for us to be as well, because this was previous support and so subsequent support as well. But if it does break down, this is what's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to look to the stocks to see if there's going to be any kind of light to this dim situation that we're in. Now, I've got to add this also. Okay, this non-farm payroll today may lift up the markets, because non-farm payroll may be a sign where the markets are starting to hire people again. Now, looking at Apple, also trading at its lows, 156. Facebook retreating to 208, but not that far. Microsoft to 277, you could see it right there. Okay, it's not breaking new lows. Okay, this is why it's still a little bit disconcerting that we're going to break new lows and we're going to just tumble further. Okay, they're on their lows, but they may not break further than that. Okay, so that's really an important place to be. Amazon right now also trading on its dead lows. This is disconcerting, because when it's trading at 2,200 and breaking new lows, if you look at a weekly, that's a nosedive. That's literally a nosedive. So consider this as well. And Tesla retreated but had a green day on the day. JP Morgan had a green day on the day, kind of made itself back. Okay, so it's not making new lows. And this is what I'm saying. And most importantly, Cisco, which is the biggest bellwether out there, is on its lows but not breaking lower. Once these stocks break lower, new lows, if Cisco and Apple and Microsoft were to break those levels, so that support level, each one respectively, then we could see new lows for the day. Now lastly, looking at Bitcoin, trading at $36,700, 378 right now. And so that's a big nosedive for it as well. And looking at support, if we look at a weekly chart, our support really is 29,000. So we do have some room on the downside there as well. This is Fred Razak. Just trade responsibly. Understand that it's going to be volatile as well today. And we'll see you here next Monday. Thank you.